Hey, what's up you guys? It's Cory and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be reacting to RWBY Volume... I almost said Volume 1. Volume 8, Chapter 1. I literally just finished watching the trailers, the teaser trailer and the official trailer. And that video is going to be out before this one is. So if you haven't checked that out already, it will be linked up in the cards. I also explained in that video a little bit about why that's so late, but I don't want to get into that now because this video is already going to be, you know, longer because it's a full episode. But yeah, so I'll give the like quick overview of I've had a lot of tech issues and mental health issues over the last couple months, so I haven't been very active on social media or just even like up for recording stuff. That part's mostly technical issues part, but yeah, so I explained that all in that video. But I'm finally watching the first chapter of Volume 8. I say finally, it's been out for like, at this point almost 2 days. It's like been out for like 40 hours. I couldn't get to it yesterday. And so I'm finally getting to it today. But yeah, I've been also avoiding social media. I have heard from both my sister and my best friend, Noob, that they were both a little underwhelmed by the episode. But, you know, it's the first episode, so what can you expect? I don't think... It's going to be RWBY, so I don't really have a lot of expectations, especially just because the way they ended Volume 7 is going to be so hard to follow. It's gonna need a minute to set up and get stuff going. So yeah. And I've also seen, the only other spoiler that I've seen is I have seen like 2 frames of the opening because somebody posted a picture of it on Twitter without using spoiler tags, or not using spoiler tags they said they were going to use. I know, I saw it and immediately went, and then got scrolled away. And then the other one was because I'm friends with other people who watch RWBY on Facebook, and one of them posted a picture, and you know, it is what it is. It gave nothing away, and I will, once I've actually seen the opening, I'll point out where those 2 things were. But I don't know anything else about the opening. I don't know anything about the song. I don't know anything about the episode. So yeah. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Okay, so the first episode is called Divide. How fitting. It has Salem as the thumbnail. How fitting. And it's 18 minutes and 58 seconds long. So, it's not the shortest first episode, but it's not like super long either. I would say it's a decent length. We can probably get, it'll probably be fine. Oh, and what's the description? More than ever before, the Allied forces standing against Salem need to be united, but after Ironwood refused to continue evacuating Mantle, our heroes need to choose a new path forward, if only they could agree on one. Oh, interesting. So is that why they're gonna be divided in the thing? Because I pointed that out in the teaser trailer. I noticed that there seemed to be a distinct team in Mantle and a distinct team in Atlas, and so that could be some of the reason. Although I don't see why I could see why Nora and Ren would split up, obviously, but I don't see why Blake and Yang would, because they seem pretty unified in their decision to, you know, fuck Ironwood. So this will be interesting. I'm intrigued now. Starting the video in 3, 2, 1. I was expecting an opening for a second, and I was like ready for it, and I was like, oh, there's no opening. This is Cinder. I had that thought much earlier before I vocalized it, but then I was like, wait a second, is it? And I was trying to look at her eyes and see. But yeah, I mean, she's Cinderella, so it makes so much sense. So we are gonna get some Cinder backstory. God, that's so fucking scary. Oof. It's got landing pads. It's a gram. It has landing pads. Ooh. God, Neo, how are you not terrified? No, I mean, you are.
My queen.
Oh, she's gonna kill you.
Cinder. When I chose you as my vessel for the maidens, I put my trust in you. So I trust that you wouldn't possibly return to me empty-handed.
Of course not, my queen.
The relic of knowledge. I took it right from under Ironwood's nose.
Outsmarting the general speaks less to your intellect and more to his. After all, you were outsmarted by those children first.
And according to radio chatter, that same general and his forces outsmarted you. A shame Watts never made it back.
I'm afraid the doctor was a necessary sacrifice. I do hope this little one doesn't become another.
Who is she?
Neapolitan has some very useful abilities and has proven to be a valuable asset.
You certainly do enjoy collecting assets.
God, Neo, run. New outfits.
Cinder.
You're here.
Don't like them so far. Oh, Hazel looks good
So
though.
devoted to someone so incompetent.
Well, I'm not sure I like M and
Advancing
Mercs.
the will of our goddess, dismembering the very body of this kingdom. You were merely atoning for past failures.
Polendina's creation interfered with the transfer of the Winter Maiden power. But now I know she has it. And once I return to Atlas, it won't take long to finish what I started. That power will be mine.
I've given no such command.
Ma'am, now is the time to...
I was about to say, you watch yourself, Cinder. You are not in her
This
good
game
graces.
is not yours to win, Cinder. It's mine.
What is happening?
Just because you're more valuable to me than a pawn does not make you a player. Everything is already in motion.
Goddamn,
All you
Hazel
need to
is
concern
ripped.
yourself with is your ability to act when I tell you to.
Of course. Without you, I am nothing.
Get some self-esteem, girl. Or die. One or the other. So what is... That was interesting. Oh god, they're all hiding out here. Oscar! Lots of Faunus. Faunus friends. Thank you. He has claws. Is he Papa Bear?
Heads up.
How did they find him? How did they find him? Last they saw, he was in Atlas, so why would they be like, hey, you're on the ground now?
I was stupid to think the General would listen. Every choice I've made was the wrong one. And now...
Oh god, these poor people.
We all did what we thought was best. I'm just glad you're all right.
Oh, poor kid.
Yeah, I see you.
Yeah, I see you.
Inside. Hurry.
Nice shot.
I know.
So
Sector
what's the
3 is going to
plan?
need the most help. I'm sending backup your way right now. Fiona, do you copy? We need transport from Sector 3 to the crater.
Copy.
And they're all... No, it's a soft hug this time.
When we heard you went off after Ironwood on your own, we... How did you end up down in the slums?
Thank God, they're asking questions.
Long story.
Show them what you can
There's
do.
been a few of those tonight.
You're not going to tell them.
You and I aren't done talking yet.
Ugh, Oscar.
Where's Crow?
We don't know. Last we heard, he was with Robin, but...
All right. Your friend is back now. You ready to work?
Who are the people on the wall there?
The largest Grim Horde ever seen is hovering over the tundra, and out there is a city full of people with no heat, and from what you told us, no more military protection.
Yep.
And while we're happy to give you guys a place to lie low for a while, it's time
You
to
could
get
put the
those
weapon
guys.
down.
How? Ironwood is stopping all evacuations to Atlas, and we can't get them out of the city with Salem's forces surrounding us.
The crater, beneath Atlas. It's not safe, but it's warm. And with everyone in one place, we can do a better job protecting them.
I hate this idea.
They
Atlas
can
is gonna
send you
fall
where
in
you're
there,
needed most.
though.
We've got to get everyone down into that crater before nightfall. In the slums, we might have a chance.
We're never going to sleep again. I just know it.
Either you're helping, or you're baggage.
She's not wrong. Who are
We
these
need to
people
get
on the
out there
wall?
and do
I'm
what we
so
can for
curious
Maple.
about them.
We need to do what we can for everyone. What about Amity? And telling the world about Salem? We can't do this alone. We need help.
Ruby's right. The Happy Huntresses are handling the
Aw.
evacuation better than we could.
And there's a bigger picture.
But Amity isn't even finished. It was still under construction.
Doctor, what would you need to launch Amity now?
We made decent progress on construction and fuel collection. All potentially manageable, but, Amity was designed so that it couldn't launch itself without first being granted clearance from General Ironwood's terminal.
Fuck.
Ruby, there is no way Ironwood will cooperate with us.
She's not thinking about
Doesn't have to.
cooperation.
We just need the green light from his terminal, right?
You want to go back to the academy?
Yeah, actually, there is more than one terminal. The one in his office and, one in the main Atlesian military compound at the base of the city. You'd have to get into the compound somehow, then get inside the operations room, and then... Oh boy, I might need to think about this some more.
And just to clarify, this is the easy option?
What you're
I don't
saying
think
is
it is
it's
the easy
done.
option.
It's pointless. And even if
Oh.
you got the message out, there's no guarantee help would come.
It's not pointless. Atlas is only Salem's current target. She's not hiding anymore, and once she's done here, she'll move on to the rest of Remnant. We need to warn them.
Ruby, when we came here, we said we'd follow your lead. But things haven't exactly worked out.
Ooh, sister drama.
I just...
There are people here who need us right now. That's something we can actually do.
But this isn't about just Atlas.
Makes sense, actually, that Ren would
It's about
choose
all
this
of
path.
Remnant. They need to know in Vacuo, in Mistral, in Vale, what's coming, so they can prepare.
Okay, then let's go for both. Get Amity up and running and evacuate Mantle.
But that's how Salem got this far, by dividing us. We have to stick together.
No. What Salem wants is to turn us against each other.
Yes.
Just like this. John has a point. We can work separately and still be united.
Or let me take the relic to Salem. And maybe she will call off her attack on the kingdom.
I don't think we can trust Salem to actually do that. And the moment she uses the staff to create anything else, Atlas falls onto Mantle.
Nobody's turning you over to anybody. I think that's the one thing we could all agree on.
Okay, then I guess we're going to Atlas. Can you help us get to that terminal?
I suppose someone needs to help you bypass security.
I'll go.
Penny. We can't risk.
She's so sad.
Do what you gotta do. I'm going out there to see what I could do.
Gang. Go by the pharmacy. I was developing some new tools for you all before this happened. You're gonna need them.
Hi, John.
I'm going with Ruby.
But what about Mantle?
Oh, I'm saving Mantle. Because I actually believe we can do this.
Hey, we're still united.
I hope so.
I can get Pietro out to Amity to prepare, but that doesn't answer how we're getting all of you up to Atlas.
I might actually have an idea for...
What's that? Oh no. It's Ironwood, isn't it? Yeah, I can see it on her phone. General?
Hello, Penny. I'm worried for your safety. Tell me where you are, and I'll have you picked up right away. Atlas needs you, Penny. Salem is here.
She's not going anywhere until you change your mind about Mantle. There's still a chance for Remnant to be...
Mantle? You're still worried about Mantle? Remnant is doomed, Ruby. Unless we leave, Salem will destroy Atlas, and with it, any hope humanity has left. We need to think about the future. If she makes it through her defenses, everything that follows will be on your hands.
God, he's such a coward. Marrow's the only one that seems at all broken up. I mean, the rest of them seem angry, but like... Yep, it is Winter back there. That's what I kind of suspected. Oh, it is fully robotic. He got rid of the other arm now, too.
Sir, the prisoners have arrived. They're being processed in Stockade B.
We've seen her before somewhere. I think during Volume 2 or 3.
Crow and Robin?
Could you give us the room, please?
I'll be fine.
Oof.
Thank you, Winter. I don't know what I would do without you. No one has ever seen a Grim Force this large before. The city's hard-light shields will hold, but not forever.
What will you do, sir?
Wait, you can't be in here.
This is absurd. Let us through.
Oh, counselors.
I am going to do everything I can to defend this kingdom.
Oh no, he's gonna throw them in prison.
Doing, James.
No matter the cost.
Oh no, nope, he's not going to throw them in prison. He's going to murder them. He's gone full authoritarian, hasn't he? Oh shit. Well. Oh, I hear Ruby in her ear. God, Ironwood, you're such a fucking coward.
But first I need the one who can show me how. Bring him to me.
Is that gonna be the end? Shit, yeah it is. Okay, new opening. Oh, oh. Oh, Crow. Oof. Happy ever after and never happy again. That's... Ugh. Or is it ever, or was it, I think it was actually ever happy again. Oh man. That was cool. I like that. Unsure on the song? I think once I, like, wait, is there anyone in here who spoke for the first time? No, Johanna was before. Atlas Huntress. Atlas Technician. There was a guy who spoke to Oscar in the beginning. I was hoping his voice would be in here, or a character name or something, because he had bare hands. Or like Wolverine hands or something. Furry with claws. Oh, man. I'm just so curious about who those two people on the wall in the Happy Huntress bar are. Okay, so that was a thing. It was a little underwhelming. I will kind of concede to that. But it wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. Like, I actually really enjoyed that episode. But I can't help but feel a little underwhelmed, but, like, it was good, though. Like, it had, like, almost everything I wanted was in it. Like, we got to see what Salem's up to. We got to see what the three main factions are up to. We got to see what Salem's up to. We got to see what the kids are up to, and we got to see what Atlas is up to. Yeah. We all knew that Cinder was going to take credit for Neo's accomplishment, and I'm glad that Neo seemed perturbed by that. But I think this does help us, because here's the thing. Salem's not stupid. And I think she knows that Cinder lied to her. So I think that if she was actually looking for a new candidate for the Winter Maiden's powers, I could see her picking Neo actually as the vessel she would want. Only problem is, though, she she has control over Cinder. She doesn't over Neo. So that's interesting. But yeah, I kind of wish Tyrion had gotten a new outfit, but I get that, like, it wouldn't make sense timeline-wise to give him a new outfit because he, like, it's been 4 hours since he murdered Clover. We laughed to get through the pain of that horribleness. Man. But yeah, hey, I really enjoy Hazel's new outfit. He almost seems a bit too buff, because, like, he's got, like, the, like, super defined side muscles, and I'm just like, I don't know, it seems a bit much for him. But I like the new hair. I like, you know, and we get to see, like, he obviously has scars because he keeps stabbing himself full of dust. But yeah, Emerald and Mercury's, it makes sense. I was looking at Mercury's, and his made a lot of sense because it looks warmer. But it also doesn't look like it's super more cumbersome because he's so fast. And that's kind of also, I didn't really look too much more at Emeralds, but I have a feeling Emeralds will end up feeling the same way. But yeah, I don't think there's anything probably wrong with their designs. I just need time to get used to them and see them better, because I only got to see them a couple of times. I hate that they are moving Mantle to the crater underneath Atlas, because if they want to launch Amity Tower, or the Amity satellite, they're gonna need the staff. Like, that's the only reason that they were able to get Atlas up. Granted, Atlas is a much bigger surface area to have to rise up. So, but I just don't like that. I get that it's best to put them someplace safe, but that is not a place that will be safe forever, especially, like Ruby said, if Salem gets the staff and uses it to create, or no, I think it was Oscar that said this, and uses it, Atlas will fall. So, and then Salem wants Oscar, obviously, so Oscar can tell her how to use the lamp. And here's the thing, I think she's going to succeed. And I'm wondering what she'll ask. Because, like, what will she ask? Like, that would be so interesting if the answer that we've been wanting the kids to come to will actually be a question that Salem will ask, is how can I be destroyed? Or will she ask, how can I destroy the world? Like, which way will Salem go? Ah, man. I do kind of hate that Team RWBY is splitting up, or Team Ruby Juniper are splitting up. I totally get Yang's perspective. I totally understand Ren going with her. I understand why Oscar would as well. Jean's a little confusing, but I feel like he's probably just there because he's like, I want to protect my friends, and he's also a leader. So if Ruby's going one way, he should go the other. I could here's the thing, I'm kind of torn on Nora because, like, she was so mantle last volume, but now she's like, the world, and I'm like, but, like, it kind of makes sense because, like, she's right, like, they're both of them, that's the problem, is both of them are right, and that's why I'm so torn on this. Because, like, they do need to warn the rest of the world, because they were originally going to expose Salem so she can't hide in the shadows anymore, but her showing up there reveals she has no interest in hiding anymore. So it's not even that they need to make it so she can't work in the shadows anymore, they just need to straight up warn them that there's this bitch who controls the Grimm, she's trying to kill us, she's here in Atlas trying to kill us, she's gonna come for you. Like, it just makes sense to try to warn the world that, like, ooh, badness. And I kind of understand why, not even that why Weiss would go, but why they would put Weiss there, because obviously, like, Weiss has the connections in Atlas, and it'll be a way to connect her back to the Shnees, especially if, like, you know, they need Dust to launch the thing. Like, she's obviously the former heiress to the Schnee Dust Company, so, like, that is going to be interesting in a few episodes when that problem comes up. But I don't understand Blake. Like, I'm really having a hard time rationalizing why Blake would go to Atlas to warn the world rather than staying with to save Mantle, especially with Yang. Like, I know that they're not attached at the hip. I know that they're different people, and that, like, not everything is shipping. But, like I said in my teaser reaction video, that, like, they were so in agreement on what to do about James last time. But granted, I guess that decision was based more on, like, keeping people in the know, so I guess I could see why she would be like, we need to let people be in the know. And again, it kind of, that also feels like one of the decisions where it's like, oh, she's the sneaky cat lady, she's the stealth person. Like, we want to send her to the place where they're going to want to do more sneaking around, especially if Ren's not going. But yeah, it's going to be some interesting dynamics. But yeah. I'm curious to see how the next episode goes. I have a feeling I will really, really enjoy the next episode. But yeah, the Aesops. I was just thinking, like, what else have I forgotten to talk about? The Aesops are gonna be an interesting thing because Team RWBY beat them, so, like, they're defeated and their leader is now dead, seemingly at the hands of Crow. But, you know, and Winter is now injured, so Winter is not going to be much good in a fight, even though in the intro they showed her, like, everything she's wearing is now, like, battle gear. But, like, we were seeing with her, like, other arm that didn't have the shoulder thing, her other arm, she was, like, she couldn't grip. So I'll be interested to see how that goes with Winter. Because I don't think that Winter is also having doubts. And it looked like the Aesops might be as well. Or at the very least, Harriet was. Because, like, Ruby's words were probably chattering in her ear. Marrow had doubts during the fight. And who really knows about Vine and... What's the Thunder Thigh lady's name again? Fuck. Elm. I got there. So, I don't kind of know how they'll go, because they were also very, like, steadfast with their beliefs in the fight. Granted, so was Harriet, but... I mean, when you watch your boss murder another leader just in cold blood... that's gonna fuck you up, especially when the kids say, when you just had this fight with these kids who kicked your ass, who said this isn't right, and then he goes and does something that isn't right. But, like, listen, I as soon as those two showed up, I knew he was gonna kill them. I'm surprised he only killed one of them, honestly, because, like, he declared martial law, and these people are the checks and balances that we knew were, that, like, even Jacques pointed out that, like, he had way too much power, even though Jacques was being a dick about, that was a whole other thing. He had his own ulterior motives last volume, but, like, it does show he has too much power, and he just murdered another counselor, and he hasn't one of them in jail. Like, I mean, granted, Robin was never actually made into... But it's either... Both Robin and Jacques are in jail. So literally there's only one council person to stand in his way, and she is very clearly threatened. So no one's standing against him with his declaration of martial law. But yeah, we knew he was going to be an authoritarian. Like, the warning signs were all there. Like, it was, we knew this was happening. We talked about it. I'm pretty sure I've commented on past videos during probably volume 7, of my own reaction videos, like, talking about James being an authoritarian. So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. It's kind of a slow start, but like, it's got to be a slow start. I can't imagine where this is gonna go. I like that there was an interesting thing in the opening that I thought, with the duality on Clover's charm, where it had Harriet on one side and Crow on the other. And I don't know if that was just because obviously there's only 4 places on the clover, because it's 4-leaf clover, but like, Harriet kind of seems to be the de facto leader of the Aesops now. But like, is Crow potentially being set up to lead the Aesops in Clover's place, or are there still shipping reasons behind why they're doing that? I've really put a lot of that to the side after that, just because I mean, I hope that they will explore Crow's feelings on what happened, and they probably will. I'm just hoping they do it in a way that's interesting and not really just like, not in a way that's kind of feels cheap. I want it to be like a real good, authentic conversation. And probably with Robin, obviously. I still want to find out who those 2 fucking people in that picture in the Happy Huntress bar is, because I kept looking at them, especially because one had an eye patch, so I kept being like, Cinder. So Cinder's parents. I know that a couple people in the fandom have theories about Cinder's parents. It was interesting though that it started with the very first shot being of her as Cinderella. But yeah, I know. I'm kind of beginning to wonder if Cinder's gonna survive the volume. She probably will, because she's a fucking cockroach. And bitch can't die. But it would be really interesting to kill her off. Man. Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be casualties. Like, this is all out war. I'm just not sure how, like, if any of Team Juniper are gonna die or not. I don't know. Do I have anything else to say? I'm forgetting things. I think there was something else in the opening that I wanted to talk about, but I don't remember. Anyway, I've also rambled for like 12 minutes now, so I'm gonna cut this off here. But yeah, if you want to hear more of my thoughts, especially once I've had time to watch the episode a couple more times, and also the opening, my friend Sheenoob and I, we do a podcast together called The Boobcast, where every Friday we discuss the most recent episode of RWBY, and I was gonna say we usually have a guest. This season we're doing things differently. 2020 has been kind of rough for both of us, so we are cutting back the number of guests we are having to every other week. Maybe it might be even less frequently than that, because even though we had a great time last season talking with guests, it was incredibly hard to coordinate, and it was very stressful to do. And just again, 2020 has been rough for both of us, so we just wanted to like have a kind of a more chill RWBY season. And her ears must be burning because she just messaged me. I just saw my phone flash with a message from her. But yeah, so that is live streamed over on her Twitch channel every Friday. I don't actually know if we're sticking to the same time. I think we are. But I have her Twitch link down below. I also host it over on my Twitch channel, which is always linked down below. But there's a dedicated Boopcast Twitter account where we'll make announcements about obviously going live and guests and timing and stuff like that. But also, if you can't watch live, the videos should go up 24 hours after we finish recording them over on her YouTube channel, which is also linked down below. And I also usually try to link the podcast up in the cards since this is episode 1, if episode 1's podcast is up, I will try to link it up in the cards. I usually also try to link the previous reaction and the next reaction if they are available. And I also put these all in a playlist. So yeah. But also, I have a Twitch channel I mentioned. I'm getting kind of back into streaming after all of my technical issues I've been having. So I'm playing Persona 5 Royal, playing Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. Well, my sister is right now. We'll be getting to Melody of Memory at some point. But yeah, I also been playing Phasmophobia and Dead by Daylight and Halo 3. We'll be doing Halo 3 at some point. It's just a matter of I have lots of plans for getting back into my Twitch channel, but RWBY season's kind of taking precedence for me right now. But yeah, so follow me on Twitch if you're interested in that. Follow me on Twitter I post about my videos going live, me going live on Twitch. I try to keep I try to post things about RWBY as well sometimes. If I do also, I will put this here. If you follow me on Twitter, and you are not a first member, not able to watch the episode as soon as it premieres, anything that I do talk about RWBY Volume 8, I will tag as with RWBY 8, RWBY 8 spoilers, or just hashtag RWBY. So if you can't watch, those are the 3 tags and nothing from me should show up. I also try to refrain from liking and retweeting stuff that don't contain those hashtags, just if you are worried, because I also know that a lot of people can't afford first memberships because COVID sucks. So yeah, so I just want to put that disclaimer out there. I'll probably also put that in a tweet at some point, but I've just been really behind on social media and just in general. This is literally the first opportunity I've had to do anything related to the RWBY season, and this has already been taken me almost 2 hours to do. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, watch the Boopcast, subscribe, like the video if you liked it, follow me on Twitter. I have a Discord. Just check the description. I put all my links down there. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next week for RWBY Volume 8 Chapter 2. I can't get used to Volume 8. My brain is just not, this is not Volume 8. Oh man. Anyway, alright. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.